Last month I watched my neighbor Sarah pull carrots from her garden that were, honestly, twice the size of mine. Same variety, same planting date, same weather conditions. The only difference? Her soil was teeming with life while mine was practically sterile. That revelation sent me down a rabbit hole of research into soil microbes, and what I discovered will transform how you think about gardening forever. Most gardeners spend hundreds on fertilizers and amendments, completely missing the underground city beneath their feet. Right now, in just 1 teaspoon of healthy soil, there are more microorganisms than there are people on Earth. These microscopic workers are the secret to explosive plant growth, disease resistance, and soil that practically grows vegetables by itself. The farmers who've been feeding their families for generations know this secret, and today, I'm sharing their time-tested methods that can revitalize your soil in weeks, not years. Soil microbes are the ultimate garden workforce. Bacteria, fungi, protozoa, and nematodes form complex networks that break down organic matter, create nutrients plants can actually use, and protect roots from diseases. When these microorganisms thrive, they release enzymes that unlock phosphorus, convert atmospheric nitrogen into plant-available forms, and produce growth hormones that, honestly, supercharge your vegetables. You know, the problem with modern gardening is that we've been sterilizing our soil without even realizing it. Chemical fertilizers, pesticides, and, well, even excessive tilling destroy these beneficial microorganisms faster than they can reproduce. Meanwhile, old-time farmers really understood that feeding the soil meant feeding these invisible helpers first. Okay, so here's the first trick that will honestly shock you with its simplicity. Just take 1 tablespoon of unsulfured molasses and dissolve it in 1 gallon of water. Then apply this solution to your soil every 2 weeks during the growing season. Molasses contains complex sugars that beneficial bacteria absolutely devour, causing their populations to explode within days. The science behind this is fascinating. Soil bacteria use these sugars as an energy source, multiplying rapidly and outcompeting harmful pathogens for space and resources. Within 72 hours of your first molasses application, you'll notice earthworms appearing in areas where you haven't seen them in years. The bacteria produce acids that help break down organic matter, creating the perfect environment for these soil engineers to thrive. Your morning coffee ritual can become your garden's best friend. Used coffee grounds create an acidic environment that beneficial fungi love, particularly mycorrhizal fungi that form symbiotic relationships with plant roots. These fungi extend root systems by up to 1,000 times their original reach, dramatically improving nutrient and water uptake. Mix used coffee grounds directly into your compost pile or apply a thin layer around plants, working them gently into the top inch of soil. The grounds provide nitrogen for bacteria, while their slightly acidic pH encourages fungal growth. Within 3 weeks, you'll see white fungal threads spreading through your soil, creating highways that transport nutrients directly to plant roots. Compost tea is concentrated microbial life in liquid form, so you'll want to fill a 5-gallon bucket with water and add about 2 cups of finished compost in a mesh bag or, even an old pillowcase works just fine. Let this steep for about 24 to 48 hours, giving it a good stir every now and then. The resulting brown liquid contains millions of beneficial microorganisms, all ready to colonize your soil. Apply compost tea directly to the soil around your plants or use it as a foliar spray, preferably in the early morning or late evening. The microorganisms immediately get to work, breaking down organic matter and competing with plant pathogens. So, plants treated with compost tea, they actually show increased resistance to fungal diseases, and honestly, you'll notice faster growth rates within about 2 weeks. Mycorrhizal fungi, well, they create these vast underground networks that connect plants and share resources between them. These fungi attach right to plant roots, extending their reach and sort of creating a biological internet that lets plants communicate and share nutrients. You can purchase mycorrhizal inoculant from garden centers or, even online suppliers. Just apply it directly to root zones when transplanting, or mix it into your seed starting medium. Once established, these fungi create permanent partnerships with your plants, dramatically improving their ability to access water and nutrients while providing protection against root diseases. Create your own microbial powerhouse using kitchen scraps. Fill a container with vegetable peels, fruit scraps, and rice wash water. Let this mixture ferment for 2 weeks, stirring daily. The resulting liquid is packed with beneficial bacteria and enzymes that jumpstart soil biology. Alright, so you'll want to dilute the fermented liquid at a ratio of 1 to 100 with water before applying it to your soil. This fermentation process, creates beneficial bacteria that immediately begin improving soil structure and nutrient availability. The organic acids produced during fermentation also help break down clay particles, which improves soil drainage and aeration. Soil microbes are most active when soil temperatures range between 60 and 80 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's a good idea to time your microbial feeding program to coincide with these optimal temperatures for maximum effectiveness. Spring and fall applications are particularly powerful because, microorganisms are naturally increasing their activity during these seasons. Water management is equally crucial. Soil microbes need consistent moisture but not waterlogged conditions. It's best to maintain soil moisture at about 50 to 60% capacity, kind of like a wrung-out sponge. Too much water creates anaerobic conditions that favor harmful bacteria, while too little water, it slows beneficial microbial activity. Healthy soil, rich in microbes, has some really distinct characteristics you can actually observe. The soil will have this earthy, sweet smell instead of like a sour or chemical odor. It will feel crumbly and hold together when you squeeze it, but then break apart easily. You'll notice increased earthworm activity, faster decomposition of organic matter, and, honestly, plants that just seem to grow effortlessly. Your plants will show dramatic improvements within 4 to 6 weeks of implementing these practices. Leaves will be darker green, stems stronger, and root systems more extensive. Disease problems will decrease significantly as beneficial microorganisms outcompete pathogens for resources. These time-tested methods have sustained farming families for generations and honestly will transform your garden into a thriving ecosystem. The investment in soil microbes pays dividends for years, creating a self-sustaining system that just keeps getting better with time. So, are you ready to revolutionize your growing results? Subscribe to Plant Place for more soil-building secrets that actually work, and share this guide with fellow gardeners who are ready to unlock their soil's true potential.